turns out. Mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch.
Yes, guys. That's right. Mount Vernon Kid is back, and you heard that little quote. Back again with characters, why I like them. And like I said, you heard that quote, and that's none other from the character known as Subject Zero, aka Jack, from the Mass Effect universe. Great, excellent game series. Characters are very, very well liked in that game series. Jack definitely was one of the main characters in Mass Effect 2 that I really enjoyed very much. Talk about a character that is pretty much as badass as Wolverine, probably equal in strength to Jean Grey in a way. You're looking at her. She doesn't look like your typical. She looked like something from like some crazy biker gang, but the tats, they all mean something. The hairstyle is from somewhere she used to run with. When Jack was first introduced, we all figured if you didn't see any of the trailers, we didn't know who Jack was. You could have think, okay, that's a guy. And hearing that she was like one of the most dangerous in this prison when you had to recruit her in the game, it was like, okay, so we're probably looking for a guy. Well, looks can be deceiving, because when they finally showed who Jack was, it was like, whoa, okay, Jack's a female. And just to show you how powerful she was, they literally showed you how powerful she was. She was a very powerful biotic. And for all those that don't know or never played the Mass Effect games, biotics are like telekinetics in the Mass Effect universe. They can move things, pretty much with their mind. And she, for a human, was very powerful. Usually, you don't really get powerful biotics from humans in the Mass Effect universe, but more from the alien race known as the Asari. But Jack was just very powerful, and she came on. She had this attitude, like like she would literally say "fuck you" if not, she'd give you the middle finger and everything. If she didn't like you, she pretty much kind of got off on taking people out, And the more and more you got to know her, like when you would take your shepherd and go down to see her a lot, she would open up more about her past and things like that. And you really got to know. There's one scene where, like, she even says, "What is, your shepherd even says, what is it about killing that turns you on?" Like, and she just like everything, like, and you're not really supposed to like that in a character, but with her, she came off so likable. That was one thing I definitely liked about her. And like I said, her past was so dark and gritty, like Wolverine's. It made you feel for her as well, and you kind of understood why she is the way she is. Here she was, this human girl that was pretty much raised in a facility known as Cerberus. Pretty much didn't know her origin, pretty much like her parents or anything like that. They raised her and made her into this powerful biotic, and she pretty much, she even talked about it when you would do her loyalty mission. Like, she would stare out the window and thinking that was the outside world and bang on the wall all the time for somebody to recognize her. They would have her fight other kids, just so they can get their rocks off. It was like, man, like, she could have her own spin-off game just to see what it was like for her before she escaped. You really got to know Jack a lot. And when you finally start to she really lets to open up more about her. And then she even brings up the question, like, she'll stop you. She's like, okay, my turn. Why are you coming down here all the time asking me questions, everything like that? And there's always like 3 answers you can give her. But if you are interested in having her as your love interest, then yeah, you would say because I'm interested in you and things like that. Because she even says, because if it's about sex, then we can get it on right now. And she uses sex like kind of in that manner of like, you don't care, do you? But she definitely was a very, very asset to the group. For all those who, for some reason, have not played it and are stuck on the loyalty mission, I give you this advice: the suicide mission, the final mission of the game. When there's the time when you have to use a biotic because they're going to put up a force field to protect you. My advice to you is use either Jack or Samara. Do not use Miranda. I give you that advice because Miranda will lose it and she will die. So yes, Jack is the perfect Jack or Samara because they're the two most powerful biotics. But when you finally, if you have her as a love interest, you start to see that despite all the tattoos and all just everything about her kind of her attitude, she lets loose. She lets her guard down. She lets that wall down and embraces you as a woman. And you're like, okay, all right. You see, she can be a woman. She's not just this badass chick that will go out and beat somebody down and or kill somebody. She actually has feelings, and she even confronts you like, I was thinking about you, Shepard, and maybe you're right about this and that, and it's cool to see that. That was cool. That was really well written by BioWare to do that. I really enjoyed Jack a lot. Like I said, she was one of my favorites of the new characters. I love the returning characters of Mass Effect, but when the new characters came around, Jack, I got really close with Jack as well as Samara and people like that. But yeah, this is like the second time that I'm actually doing a character from Mass Effect universe. Last time I gave you Katsumi. This time I'm giving you Jack or Subject Zero. But other than that, she was just a very cool character, and I'm glad to know that she'll be back in the third one, because they said pretty much you can keep your love interest from the second one, or if you didn't choose anybody from the first, you kept your love interest from the first one and didn't choose anybody from the second one, it can go on there. And I've chosen a couple of my shepherds to be with Jack, and I love Jack. She reminds me of what's that girl name? Kat Von D. That's who she kind of reminds me. All the tattoos and everything like that. But when you get past the tattoos and everything, hey, dude, she's pretty hot. So you'd be like, okay. But other than that, she's just badass. No doubt about it. Like I said, very tragic past. A character that you can really much get involved with throughout the game. Most definitely. So other than that, guys, thanks for listening. This is Mount Vernon Kid. Thanks again. Characters, why I like them. Guys, take care.